Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing in the death of brick and mortar? Let me put my coffee, my water, my little bubbly. What's going on, my friends? How are you? Good morning to you. You guys ready to rock on this? This is going to be awesome. This is probably one of the best trainings we're going to be delivering to you, mainly because of how it's intellectual property for us. This is something that we really never share with you guys, and I'm excited to share it with you. So that way you guys can go and use it for your own business. You can find perfect products that work really, really well for you. Products that sell, products that are profitable, products that can really change your business to where you maybe you're flatlined and you've been that way for the last 2 or 3 years, and now you're looking for, hey, how do I take it to the next level? What's going to be these products right here? And a couple of things right off the bat is I'm going to be sharing with you the 6 P's of a perfect product. All right, so you want to take some notes with this one. I got notes because it's pretty in depth for sure. So I'm going to be working off my notes here, make sure I cover everything that is going on with the perfect product. So are we good? Are we live? These guys able to hear us? We're live. Okay, cool. Making sure, put in the chat if you guys can hear us. Make sure where everything is working on our side. I don't want to give this training and then come to find out you can't even hear us. So appreciate you guys being on here, by the way. Okay, a couple things is you want to stay tuned. You want to watch this video all the way through because I'm going to reveal to you, I'm going to share with you a product that will work for your business. Okay, no, it's not t-shirts. It's another product we got going on. Actually, that product, it's working so well for our other clients. I got a client who's doing around $330,000 a year selling this product in his business. I got another guy doing right over $1 million selling this product in his business. I have another client who's doing right at $2 million a year selling this product in their business. And I'm going to share with that what that product is in this training. Okay, one piece of the training. So I'm going to make sure you stay tuned to hear what that is. All right. So let's get into it. Let's break it down. I'm going to hit the whiteboard over here. I'm going to have my coffee. Hopefully you guys got your coffee, a little water, as we kind of go into the 5 P or the 6 P's actually, the 6 P's of a perfect product. All right. So good morning. Good morning. I'm making sure loud and clear. All right. What's going on, DJ? How's it good to see you, Sebastian? What's up, Tarek? Fahad, James. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. Appreciate you putting in the comments. I know to call you out as well and say hi to you. Make sure we're not alone doing this. All right. So we got the 5 or 6. Man, I know. I just came up with all the P's. So this is going to be the 6 P's. Can you see this one? The 6 P's. Britt, can you see that? Yeah, looks great. Of the perfect products. All right. So this is big stuff, guys. This could alter your life. I mean, I want to like make this training like 5 hours long because it's so deep and so good. Like I could hit these really, really fast, but I don't think the meaning, you would take away the meaning and how deep of a training this really could be for a lot of you. One, this is going to change your business. You're going to find out how we look at products every time they come across our desk. These are what we clarify them with. Second is this is what companies, like big corporate companies, don't even know about. They don't know to look for these 6 P's in a product when going to sell them. And the reason is I know this is because we've worked with those companies. I call them up and say, hey, what are you guys doing right now? They're having trouble doing Facebook. They're having trouble launching their programs. They're having trouble building continuity. And I'm asking them, have you tried products like these? And they're like, no, we've not tried products like these. We've tried products like these. And they don't fit the criteria. Every time we go outside of these criterias, the product usually fails, or there's not enough margin, or something's not working properly for us to scale. When we follow these P's, it's usually a pretty good scalable product, and it fits right inside there, okay? So the first one I want to hit on here real quick is going to be, oh man, hold on. Let's see, what is that one? That is going to be Poultry. Poultry. I know, I worked really hard on this for you guys, or petite. We'll do petite first. All right, so the first P is petite. P-E-T-I-T-E. So it's petite, meaning it's light in weight. Okay? So there's a couple things with this. Is one, you want to make sure that it's light in weight for like 3 big reasons, okay? The first one is by it being light in weight, it's going to reduce your shipping costs. Okay? So by being light in weight, it's going to reduce your shipping costs to the consumer. So if you have a consumer that's buying your product, this works for free plus shipping, this works for premium offers, this works for reverse engineered products, invisible offers, like it works for all these offers. You want the shipping to be low. This is why it's light in weight. So that way it doesn't cost you a lot to ship this out. So if you're putting the shipping inside of your product price, then you need it to be lower, because the lower it is, the more your margins are that you have in your product. Now, if you're charging shipping, then what I like to do is make sure that it's a lower cost, so I'm not charging my consumer a hefty shipping price, right? So that's why I like the item to be light in weight. All right. B, for it to be light in weight, this also works for cargo. So when you're importing from China or from Indonesia or from Vietnam or the Philippines, wherever you're bringing this in, from India, wherever you're bringing your product in, this is also going to play a role. Like, you can either put it on a boat, such as, like, let's say you're bringing in freaking cars or jet skis or four-wheelers. Like, those things are ridiculously heavy. I'm looking for something that's lightweight, because I know if it's lightweight or lightweight enough, then I can probably fly it over. So I'm reducing my time of getting the package here to consumers. So instead of drop shipping, right, we're importing our products here to the United States, putting them into a fulfillment house, a 3PL, and then from there, we ship them out. But the faster that I can bring those in, the better. And that really comes from having it to be lightweight, okay? Let's see if I put a third one on here. Got that one. Okay, so the other one would be I kind of hit it in the first one, is the consumer cost. The cost to the consumer. Consumer cost of. So basically, having the consumer pay that price. If it's going to cost them a lot of money, a lot of consumers hate paying shipping, right? It is a deterrent from them going and buying that product. They don't want to buy it because they're shipping, right? Or they'll get to it. We've had a lot of people leave just because they're shipping on it. So then we'll follow up with them and say give them free shipping just to get the order. But if we can reduce the shipping cost of how much it costs to ship out a product, the better off we are. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay? Because they don't want to pay shipping, so if we can import that or input that shipping cost, what we're paying, into our cost of good, then it looks like it's free shipping. Like, obviously, no, there's no such thing as free shipping, right? Either I'm paying for it, you're paying for it, somebody's paying for it. So we got to put it in somewhere. So if it's a lightweight item, my shipping cost coming in and my shipping cost going out is very minimal. So that's why the first P of the 6 Ps is petite. All right. Ooh, do I have a towel, Brent, to wipe this off? Is this good? Okay, let's try this. There we go. All right. Second one is poultry. All right, poultry. So this is small in size. Okay? So why do you want it to be small in size? I love having small items. Okay, the first one is it's how we ship it. So basically, I love putting them into tie backs or like a really small box. Okay? Because the smaller they are, the lower cost that I'm paying to ship them out. Think if you're trying to ship furniture, how big of a box that is, right? Or even just, man, like a computer, like a MacBook screen, like one of those like 27-inch screens, like that's a big box that you have to have. So that plays a big role on how we ship stuff out. Like, it's very easy to put stuff in a tie vac. A tie vac ships light. It's easy to go out. A tie vac costs you maybe 10 cents to put out versus grabbing like a bigger box, adding more cost of goods to your business. We try to run clean. We try to run mean. That's where these 6 Ps come from. So you got tie vac, small box that's small enough to fit into. A box isn't really going to cost you that much money. Maybe like 50 cents, 60 cents for a small box. Obviously, the bigger the box, the more money you're adding to your cost of goods, okay? Second is why small in size is because of our inventory. So when you're storing this, when a lot of you guys, you move to warehouses or 3PLs, they're going to charge you for pallets. So you get charged every single month for a pallet of inventory. If your inventory is not moving, so sitting inventory equals bad inventory. So if you have inventory that's not moving, it's bad inventory. It's going to keep costing you. So if you have, computer desks or computer towers, well, maybe 12 towers fit on one pallet. But if you have something like a bracelet, you can fit, 20,000 probably in a pallet size. So a couple things happen. They usually charge you per pallet. So it's maybe like, let's say $60 per month per pallet. Well, you would take that charge divided by the units in that pallet. So if it's something that takes up a lot of space, you're now, like say computer towers, you're taking $60 divided by 12 every single month. So your cost of goods every single month is increasing. So where on your sheets in your P&L statements, where you have what your product costs you, okay, that's always increasing because you have sitting inventory. But if you have small, petite items that are lightweight that sit on a pallet, well, you're talking pennies at that point for it to sit. So sitting inventory doesn't become that bad of inventory. Now, over long-term periods of time, if it's a year, 3 years, yeah, of course. But that's why we try to get these rolling out, right? So is this making sense for you guys? They putting yes in the comments? I can't see them. Let's see, you guys saying yes?
We just got a hello from Coco.
Oh, what's up, Coco? Good to see you. By the way, sometimes the comments don't come in, so I hate when that happens. But hopefully we can reach out to you and say hi to you. Appreciate you guys being on here. All right, making sure I didn't miss anything from that side. Grab my notes. Small in size. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah. So same as number one is your containers. The smaller the product is, the more you can fit in a container coming over from sea. That's if it's coming over BC, or if it's coming in the air, you can fit more in those boxes. So you're paying less. You pay per kilogram. So when you're paying per kilogram in a box, the bigger that product is, the heavier it is, you're going to pay more for it, right? If it's too heavy, if you're mailing bricks, it's not going to fly, right? It's got to come by sea. But if you're mailing like jewelry pieces or little trinkets, things like that are coming over, man, you can mail those really, and you can fly them over for a very, very low price. I was at the Canton Fair. How many of you guys been to the Canton Fair? Anybody been to the Canton Fair? Probably not recently, but how many of you guys been to the Canton Fair over the last maybe 3 or 4 years? Right? You guys been to the Canton Fair? Canton Fair is great. I learned about the Canton Fair from Perry Belcher. And man, I'm forever grateful of that. So Perry, if you're watching, appreciate you. That changed the way that we do business. We were able to build a team over there. We were able to find products, go to Yiwu, go to Shanghai. Like we had a lot of fun. After the first or second time we went, once you got settled in. But at the Canton Fair, what's really cool is you get to meet a lot of people. We go to the Westin. So the Westin connects to the Canton Fair. And so we're sitting down at breakfast. And by the way, if you go to the Canton Fair, you should go to breakfast for 3 hours, mandatory. You start at 5:30 in the morning, you go till 8, and then you go over to the Canton Fair because of the people you meet. Sometimes I feel like those meetings up there are more valuable than the actual Canton Fair. Okay, so we're at this meeting, or we're at breakfast, eating our little bagels or whatnot, and this guy comes out. We start chatting with him, and I was asking him, hey, what do you import? And he goes, oh, we import paintbrushes for Home Depot and Lowe's. And I was like, wow, that's incredible. How many containers are you guys bringing over a year? He goes, well, it's interesting because 1 year we'll sell at Lowe's, and there's only 2 factories that sell paintbrushes apparently in China. There's one factory that sells to Lowe's, and the other factory sells to Home Depot, and then the next year they switch, is what he said. So then that factory sells to Home Depot, and that factory sells to Lowe's. Interesting enough. And he said, but to answer your question, 42 containers, 40-foot containers, 42 40-foot containers every single year filled with paintbrushes. Paintbrushes. Now, think how light a paintbrush is. Pretty awesome, right? Think how petite, small in size, a paintbrush is. Think how many paintbrushes they can fit into a container. And not only just one container, but 42 containers. So see, that product is following the 6 Ps that we're going over, was a paintbrush. And I was like, man, that's a great product to be shipping over. And that's where these Ps started to come from, is how do we find the Ps of a product that makes a winning product successful? And so far you have the top 2, which is petite and poultry. Small in size, light in weight. You guys ready for number 3? You guys ready for the 3rd P? All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's see. All All right, this one's a funny one. I couldn't. If you guys figure out a better P for this one, let me know. This was the only one that I was like, meh. I was trying to get it in there, but we're gonna go with it. So it's called pig-headed. Britt, you like that one, don't you? Pig-headed. So realistically, meaning non-breakable. So again, what I'm showing you is these P's are the product. All right, so I'm looking at every product that comes through, and I'm making sure that it fits the mold of all these P's. So every single one. If it's off by one, we usually don't sell it. We usually don't sell it. And when we do, it's usually like it doesn't sell the volume that we're used to. Okay, so that's the importance of looking at all these P's when you're selling a product. So is it petite? Yes. Is it poultry? Yes. Is it pig-headed? Yes. If it fits these so far, it's a go. It's a green light for us. I'm going to get to you 3 more. I got 6 P's for you guys. So pig-headed, non-breakable. So why is this important? Man, I got shoot. So first off is 10% breakage, right? If you're doing a breakage. If you're doing a product like a coffee mug, right? That's coming over via China. You gotta estimate breakage, and it's usually about 10% breakage. I was talking, again, Canton Fair, great learning experience. This is where this one came from. They were contractors here in the United States. They build hospitals, and they go to China to get all their inventory. They get the walls, the paneling, the ceiling tiles, the tile that goes on the floor. And I said, tiles, like that's intriguing that you get tile from China. And I was like, what about breakage? Like, how does it come? Like, if the boat's shifting and it's rocking and it's swaying, it's going crazy, how do you take that into consideration? He goes, well, we put about a 10% breakage on it. So every time we get a container, about 10% of the container is usually broken, cracked, chipped. Something's wrong with it. You know, like, geez. And I said, okay, well, does the factory take that into consideration? And he goes, no. That's how it ships out. So then from that container load over, it's our responsibility. If we need to, claim insurance on it, we'll claim insurance on it. But realistically, we just go with a 10%. So by just buying that product, you're already increasing your cost of good by 10%, right? You have to allocate that 10% over the other 90% of your products that you're purchasing. Pretty crazy. So non-breakable, right? You don't want it to be breakable. What about shipping to the consumer? When you ship a breakable to a consumer, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have returns, right? And I bet you what? You can probably estimate another 10% of breakage. So you're already maxing out your refunds. I try to keep my refunds at about a 3 to 5%. So with a breakable product, we're looking at 10%. You have a 10% breakage. I mean, shoot, you've seen the videos on Facebook of the Amazon guys flinging the boxes, or United States Postal Service flinging the boxes, right? They hit the door and it's just broken. So that's the same thing. Like, you can pad that thing as much as you want, but again, what do we talk about here? Small, light in weight, petite, because we want something small that we can ship. I don't want to create a big box. I don't want to put styrofoam, massive amounts of peanuts in it. That's just increasing my costs of goods. Again, we're running lean, we're running mean by following the 6 P's. Okay, so making sure it's non-breakable, pig-headed. I want it petite. I want it light in weight. I want it poultry. Like, I want all these to be on that product. Okay, make sure I didn't forget one. Let's see, higher refunds. We got that. Yeah. The other thing is basically it ships clean, right? If it's non-breakable, it ships clean. So if you're shipping out products that are non-breakable, like Expo markers, let's say, all right, that's in my hand right now. You got non-breakable. It ships clean, so when that gets to the end user, it's not going to be broken. Right now, that box could have been thrown in the air. It could have been slammed through the machines that goes through, Kentucky or the airports. But it doesn't matter because it's a non-breakable product, which again keeps your refunds down low, and it keeps your consumer happy rate really high, because they're like, oh, I got the product. They don't have to wait another 2 weeks or just return it or refund it to get the product again and hope that it doesn't break. So you get what I'm saying here is on these 3 P's, I look to make sure that it's unbreakable, or in this case, pig-headed. But if you got a better P word for me for non-breakable, I would love it, because pig-headed, I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, next one, number 4. Number 4. How are we doing so far? You guys enjoying this? I don't know. Let me get on the Facebook interwebs. Say hi to you guys. What's up, Diego? Good to see you, man. Let's see if I can hit the comments. Do some shout outs real quick. Do some shout outs. Why don't you guys say hi? Let's see. It says we got comments, but I can never read the comments. I hate that. Facebook needs to fix that. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone real quick. Little break between the P's. We're halfway through, my friends. We're halfway. Okay? We're halfway. Let's see who we got. Oh, we got Sebastian. What's going on, Sebastian? Good to see you here, man. James Payne. Hello. Coco. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this one. Gregory. I'm just gonna call you by Gregory. Gregory. Good to see you, Ryan. What's up? Or Rayon. And then we got Porus is here. Good to see you. We got more comments coming in. Chris is here. Fahad is here. Good to see you guys. Porus, I'm butchering a couple of your guys' names, and I do apologize. But I appreciate you guys being here, showing up, putting it in the comments. By the way, if you haven't already, let me know what you think about this one. Pigheaded. Do you love pigheaded, or do you like, man, we need to change it to this? Because I'm down for a new name. All right, number 4. Number 4 of the perfect product. All right, number 4 is prevent from having sizes, right? Sizes is big. You could also, 4 could also be pallet. I think that's Pallet. Let's see, what did I put in there? I was also thinking, Palet. Spelling is not my strong suit. Ask my English teacher. There we go. I got pallet. Okay. So pallet. So remember this one. So either prevent or pallet. So prevent from having sizes or colors. My gosh. I know a lot of you guys, you're selling t-shirts, you're selling hats, you're selling koozies, you're selling all kinds of really cool stuff, and I think it's great, right? But when we look at a product, I follow these P's, right? The 4th P is sizes and colors. So we try not to have more than one color. We try not to have more than one size, like a one size fits all. So if we're selling hats, it's a one size fits all, right? If it's yoga pants, hopefully it's a one size fits all. Like we try to look for those products. And some of you guys are selling that, and I think it's great. But when I'm looking at my SKUs, I'm looking at how do we condense our SKUs way down so that way we don't have to make our business more complex. Because scaling up by Vern Harnish, he says, by adding, get this is crazy. By adding one SKU, just one SKU to your business, you increase the complexity of your business by, guess how much? 12x. It's a lot. 12x is a lot, my friends. And especially when you do SKUs and colors and sizes, that's a very convoluted business, right? Because think of the logistics that have to happen, right? So now, instead of me having just 2 products, Sally buys A, she buys B, or she buys A and B. That's all you got. She bought A, she buys B, she buys A and B. You have this. Those are the 3 options that you're shipping out. If you have A, which now has 2 colors, right? So you have pink and you have blue, and pink has sizes of 1, size 2, size 3, and then you have blue. Well, you can see real quickly how this is going to get very, very complex really fast, right? And then you have product B, which does the same thing. 2, 3, blue, 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. It'd be like 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is the complexity of that piece right there. So when you're adding colors and sizes or just colors or just sizes, it increases the complexity of your business by 12x. The logistics is just a nightmare. Now, of course, is it simple to say, yeah, we have a t-shirt that we have blue, and then we have different sizes, and we have a red t-shirt that has different sizes? It's very easy on the top level, the surface layer level, to say, yes, we got 2, and they have sizes. That's easy to comprehend in your brain. But when you work it down through the company and put it through your logistics, your 3PL, your inventory management, man, it just increases everything, right? everything becomes complex. So not only does it become complex, it also just increases your bottom line to where you're more unprofitable, you're non-profitable at these points. For instance, number 2, we talked about it earlier, but inventory. Because when you have different sizes, different colors, your inventory increases, right? Of the same product, ironically enough. So now you have, let's say t-shirts, those are the easiest one to kind of give you an example of. You have except one t-shirt, right? You got all these different sizes. So all those different sizes of each, now you have to have multiples of those sizes. So you have maybe 100 of smalls, 100 of mediums, 100 larges, 100 extra larges of the same one design. That same design and same color goes on one pallet. What did we talk about earlier? That being on one pallet is going to increase over time because sitting inventory is bad inventory. I know I'm feeding you guys a crap ton of good information right now, but this is gold nuggets for you. Sitting inventory, bad inventory, the pallet raises. So every time that pallet sits that month, the price of the product increases to your bottom line. It's not rocket science, but it's bad, right? You don't want this. So we prevent from having sizes. We prevent from having a palette of colors. So what we do is we look for one SKU. How do we have one SKU that we can sell and scale to the moon? That's what our business is. How can we scale it as fast as we can, bring in clients, bring in a database, and then do follow-up on the back end, okay? Or continuity, or recurring income, right? And by the way, if you're just joining us, I'm going to be sharing with you one product, right? One product that's going to work for your business. Okay, we've already figured it out. We got clients that are already selling it, and it works great. And it's going to work really, really well for your business. So stay tuned as I show you how we're going to be revealing that. All right, so we have increasing inventory sizes. Make sure I didn't miss anything on that one. Yep, we got that.
Hunter Wills says permanent.
Permanent. Oh, is that for pig-headed? We might put that up there. Permanent. I like that one. Good job. Who was that, Will? Oh, that's Hunter. Hunter, I like Hunter a lot better. All right, and this one though, and I was gonna get it. Oh, this is the other thing. This one's a big one. Glad we didn't forget it. A confused mind never buys. Okay? With colors, with palettes, with different sizes, you confuse people. All right, I got a 7-year-old. He comes home from school. He's like, what's for dinner? I'm like, I don't know. Do you want chicken nuggets? Do you want pizza? Or do you want Chinese food? Right? All the goodies. And he's like, none of them, right? I don't want any of them. Oh my gosh. But if he came home and I'm like, hey, tonight we're having pizza. All right. Because he's now confused. I didn't confuse the kid. Adults are the same way. Right? When you show them all these different sizes or all these different colors, they get confused. And a confused mind doesn't buy. Henry Ford got it right. You know, he's like, hey, you can get whatever color you want in the Model T as long as it's black. We do the same thing. Our t-shirts are black, our hats are black, everything, right? Because black is an easy color to purchase and buy, and that's the only one we give them, and that's the one they buy, right? Even when you give the option to look at other colors or other colors, you'll notice that there's a differential, right? Most people will buy one of them. A color is usually weighted down to where it's like, well, black's the #1 winner. That's what we always saw in our t-shirts. Black is the #1 winner, and then from there it's like 25% sold blue of the black, and then like 10% sold pink. So why don't we just wipe out blue and pink and just give them black? And guess what? Our sales raised because now they weren't confused. So people coming to our site were no longer confused. They're like, if they got black, I either want black or I don't. They buy it, and out they go. Okay? So again, a confused mind never buys. All right? Just know that. Understand that. So how do we make it simple? Well, we give them one size and one color. Or we don't have sizes at all. All right, so we're 4 in. I got 2 more for you. So number 5 is perceived value. The perceived value of your product. 1, why do you want this? Well, you got high margins. The more that I can sell something, the more profit that I'm going to make. All right, that's pretty easy math, right? The more money that I can sell something for, the more money that I'm going to make. So I want to have an item that has really high perceived value. It looks good, it's quality, it's clean. People are like, wow, it's heavy, right? Or when they feel it, or it's made of good material, or it's strong, it's durable, whatever the product is. I want to make sure that when they come and find that product, the product lands in their hands, they're like, now this is a sturdy product. We had these P290s flashlights that we sold. And without the batteries, they were made of aluminum, so they felt light. But as soon as you put the batteries in, they felt hard, they felt heavy, right? So that was the secret. So again, it was a petite flashlight, as about as big as this marker, right? It was Poultry, small in size. It was indestructible because you had aluminum, aircraft aluminum, right? And the perceived value was high. We sold these things for $45 to $65. Maybe I think we even sold them for $110 at one point, and we bought them for $3 or $4. So the perceived value of what we were paying them for was extremely on the high side, right? Again, by having a perceived value, people are willing to pay more for it. Second is this increases your conversions for a free plus shipping offer, right? Or a premium offer. When they see the value is there, you're going to get an increase in your conversions, your click to orders, right? That's what you're going to see. So we're looking for this. What's our 6 Ps? Well, starts off with petite. Is the product petite? Yes or no? Green light. 2, Poultry, small in size. 3, pig-headed, non-breakable, or like Will said, hunter, permanent, right? 4, prevent from having sizes or colors. Yes, does it follow that? Perceived value, is the perceived value high? Is people going to pay a high premium of this? Is it something that we can sell them for $25, or can we sell it for $60? But it costs us pennies compared to what they're buying it for. Those are awesome, awesome products. Okay? And then lastly, number 6, let me erase this one, because this one goes to number 5. Number 6 is the purchase price for us is low. All right? So the purchase price is low. That's going to increase your margins, right? This is all about margin at this point. So with this being a margin play, I'll give you guys some examples. We sold a bracelet. So we got this bracelet. It was a police bracelet. And we bought these police bracelets for 60 cents out of China. 60 cents. They had a really cool handcuff on them, had like a little peace sign, had a little braided piece to it. Awesome. Great quality. It fits the 6 Ps. It was petite, light in weight, small in size, non-breakable. Didn't have sizes or colors. It was one size fits all. We gave enough chain links to fit all wrist sizes, right? Perceived value, high. Guess what we sold those things for? $27. Look at the margin. Look at the margin on that. I'm paying 60 cents for a bracelet. I'm shipping them over via air. I can put 2,000 in a box. I don't have much storage fees because one box barely fits on a pallet, right? Because it's so small. And I'm getting $27 per bracelet. The margins are insanity. You can see I always look for 1,000 to 2,000% markup. That's what we always look for in our products. Okay? 1,000 to 2% markup. That is our purchase price. What is our purchase price compared to our perceived value? If the value is high and the purchase price is low, I can sell a crap ton of them. Especially if they ship light, they're petite, they're small in size, they're non-breakable, they don't have sizes or colors, the mind is not confused. See how these guys, all these play together? And you see why we go through each one for each product, and if it doesn't fit, it can really fall out of a category. This is how we're able to scale our products extremely fast, by following the 6 Ps. That's why they're so important. Even with the flashlight I was talking about earlier, right? We bought those flashlights for $2, and we were selling those for, I think, $40 to $70 with the P280. That was our P280s. Sold the crap out of those things because our perceived value was so high. People are like, wow, this is a great made flashlight. We really like it. We got products that we're selling now for these type of margins, right? It's absolutely insane. But we don't have sizes. We make sure they're petite. We make sure there's only one color, no sizes. We make sure it's light in weight, small in size, non-breakable. Perceived value is high, purchase price is low. And these are the 6 Ps. So these are the 6 Ps that we follow for the perfect product. Now, I mentioned earlier something I wanted to reveal to you guys. There's a product out there right now that we have found that works for every single company that we've come in contact with. We have clients that have taken this product and they're out, they've done $360,000 in revenue, and they're still selling it. We have another client who's done over $1 million in revenue, still selling it. Another client who's done over $2 million in revenue, still selling it. And we want to reveal that product to you. And we're going to reveal it on Monday. So this coming Monday, make sure you stay tuned in, because I'm going to come live inside this group, and we're going to walk through a really cool training that goes beyond the 6 Ps to reveal what that product is, how you can implement it into your business, and how we can start taking your business and get past that threshold, and so you can start scaling your business to your next levels, and so you can live the life that you desire, right? Live the life that you desire and the life that you deserve. My name is Trey Lewellen. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys being inside this group. Take this information, go implement it, and I'll see you guys on Monday with that new training live here inside the group. Talk soon. Bye-bye.